If you'd like to see more of our videos, please subscribe to our channel on YouTube or follow us here on Instagram. Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMtrading. Today is January 14th, 2020. And today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the major economic events of the day at 3:30 South African time. Out of the United States, we have a core monthly CPI number coming out. It is an inflationary number. I don't think there are going to be any surprises, but just in case, you do want to know what's coming out. Now, looking at the currencies, they've been pretty much light on volume, which means that they've been very light on volatility. However, the British pound is right now sitting on support. On multi-time frames kind of makes it kind of interesting, as if it does have a breakout, it may actually give us a nice volatility. Now, looking at the indices, we see the Dow Jones gains, but it's really the NASDAQ that has been taking the lead based on some of the high-tech stocks, okay, leading the markets higher. Now, as a result, commodities retrace, including gold and oil, to some very important support levels. We're going to take a look at that in a couple scenarios there. And lastly, what stocks are moving the markets? Like I said, it's mostly the high-tech stocks, the FANG stocks, Facebook, Apple, Amazon, Netflix, and Google, all making close to all-time highs or not all-time highs. And Microsoft also leads the market higher. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So we're jumping here in the GBP USD, and you can see that we're trading right above this 125.26-ish level right there. Now this on a multi-time level, okay, if we look at a multi-time level chart, we'll see that it's actually quite an important area. Okay, this is where it gets kind of interesting, because this was previous resistance, and then it's subsequent support. Okay, so this area is very important right there, and if it does breach it on the downside, we could see ourselves getting back to this 127, 126-ish level. Okay, however, if it does bounce off of it, that could also mean that we may gain on the upside, but most likely we will break it. Okay, it's setting up that nice little wedge formation, and that's usually a precursor to a breakout on the downside. So just be aware that later today, if it does fruit. Now, looking at the commodities, we're going to jump into gold first. We're looking at a daily chart. Let's look at a 4-hour chart. We see we're sitting at that 1540-ish level, support level. Now, how do I see its support level? You got to go to a daily chart. Okay, this was our previous resistance, and then, subsequent support right here. So this is a very important number to break between this 1540 and 1527-ish level. If it does break that, we could see ourselves back into the 1513 area. Now, this is mostly a commodities, obviously, especially gold, is a commodity that is a haven for investments when the markets are in shaky terms. And since the situation with Iran has pretty much been forgotten about, and some of the other geopolitical issues around the world, it just seems like these are all hyping situations, and then there's a correctional move that comes right afterwards, and that's what we're in the midst of right now. Now, looking at oil, we're sitting on this support of $58 a barrel. Okay, now this one-time sell-off is quite sharp, and it's secondly with some volume. Okay, so this does mean that if it does break this area, it could surely break back into the $55 area. Okay, so that does have some clues there if it does break this support line, okay, this trending support line, going into today's session. Now, looking at the Dow Jones, you can see that we're pretty much trading right here at 28,800-ish level, only about 80 to 90 points off of our all-time highs, but it's still a retracement. However, when we look at the NASDAQ, we see that it's sitting on all-time highs. Okay, this is a picture of the NASDAQ right now, and you can see we hit 9,000. That's amazing. Okay, really amazing, hitting these new all-time highs. And what's backing this is the stock. So it's not just going by itself, it's also going and trading with the stocks. We're going to take a look at that. But just to give you a perspective, okay, a monthly perspective of where we were, okay, back in 2005, we were trading at 1100, okay, which was a massive rally in almost 15 years of trading. Okay, I have not seen this with such since 2002. Okay, now at a certain point it will correct itself, yes, but right now it is breaking out higher. So you do want to know, and you want to play that side of it. Now, looking at some of the high-tech stocks that are breaking higher, Facebook finally breaking that double top at 217-ish level right there, 214 and trading at 221 above that area. That's very significant. That's a breakout. Okay, Apple dead highs 316. Okay, if we look at Microsoft, also dead highs 163. Okay, but just comparing this to some of the Dow stocks like the JP Morgan's, okay, it's not breaking out higher, and neither is the market. Okay, so JP Morgan, we know, does trade with the Dow Jones almost, correlated completely, but these high tech stocks are taking us higher, so you don't want to be fighting against them. You want to be trading with them as they are breaking out higher. Okay, so that is the general theme today. Okay, going into this week, and remember, we do have some of this China-US trade deal still in the background. Okay, so that is happening either today or this week. So there may be some more volatility in the US stocks. So just keep your focus on US stocks, because that's really where the volatility and the volume is happening right now. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.